In this video, we're going to go over a script, but not really a particular phrase to use, but generically, you need to confirm the information that you record is correct. So whether you're a canvasser in the field at a farmer's market or an in-person event, like a business showcase, or you're the office manager on the phone dealing with an inbound lead for someone that wants gutter cleaning or window cleaning, whatever it might be. Mainly, this is in context of you guys recording the information correctly. I suppose as well as technicians in the field, sometimes you're gathering leads as well. So anyone gathering leads is really the point. Make sure the information you collect is spelled correctly and recorded correctly. Otherwise, there's going to be a lapse in us being able to send a quote because the email is spelled incorrectly, or us not being able to prepare the quote because, the address was wrong, the street name was spelled incorrectly, or we gathered the wrong numbers, or, we can't contact this person because we don't have their phone number down correctly. We didn't confirm if it's a cell phone that we can text, or, oh, no, it's a home phone. Those are good examples. So just make sure the information that you record is correct from a customer, especially if you're the office manager, you're going to get the bulk of the leads inbound, or the canvasser at an in-person event, or you're a technician, anyone on the team, really. Make sure it's the right information. So critically, things like emails, okay, make sure the email is spelled correctly. This is simultaneously important because oftentimes someone's email is their name, right? It includes their last name or their first name. The email might be, Chris Anderson number 6 at, ymail.com, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take a wild guess and say, your name's Chris Anderson. Oh, wow. How did you know? I've had a lot of practice is oftentimes the script I'll say back in teasing, but make sure that the email is spelled correctly. Is it a Chris with a K or a CH? Is it an Anderson with an SEN or an SON? Confirm those things while you're gathering the information. The person might just give you their email really quickly and you're trying to gather it down rapidly. Like, make sure you're spelling it right. Slow down, ask the person, is it a Chris with a CH or a K? Is it an Anderson with an SON or an SEN? Ideally go character by character to make sure the whole email is spelled correctly. Okay, same with phone numbers, right? The person might assume you have their phone number because we're calling them, or they're calling us, but that might not be correct. Make sure that we have the number down correctly and simultaneously confirm that, it's a cell phone or it's a home phone, because we want to know it's a cell phone ideally, because we can send them the quote via text, or then we have a cell phone. It's a little bit more valuable than a home phone, right? Because we can't do as much with a home phone number. Make sure the address is spelled correctly, right? Is it the right number? Is it 456 or is it 546? Make sure it's right. Maybe I have dyslexia, but this is something that I struggle with. Street names, make sure that it's the right spelling for a street name, right? The person oftentimes thinks that, because it's their street, it's obvious how it's spelled, and of course that's not right? So make sure that the street name that you're recording is correct. Make sure it's the right city. And just like with an email, right, make sure that we're trying to spell their name correctly, because that's really embarrassing. I've done this, years later. I've called most females with the name Jean, right? Their name is Jean, right? Versus Jean, if you're a male, is Gene, right? There's different spellings for things, obviously. So make sure their name is spelled correctly. All these things are critical. Make sure you're recording the correct information, because otherwise it's it's oftentimes useless to us if it's the wrong address, or if it's the wrong email, or we got down the wrong phone number. Those are useless pieces of information. And if we don't spell the person's name wrong, or we spell it wrong and it's not correct, we're calling someone a different name than their actual name, that sucks for customer experience. So make sure that we're spelling things correctly. All the information that we're gathering is correct, because it's critical for us being able to serve that customer well.